Namaste everyone, this is Bhuvan from Coach Me Nepal. I'm here again with another really awesome Learn and Grow session. We simply share our knowledge with people just like you, who wants to learn and grow. We share NLP tools and techniques with you, or other tools of self-improvement, or management and productivity tools with you, to help you effectively master and design your life. Design your life in a way that truly empowers your future. And if these sound awesome to you, simply hit that button. Just click that button down there right now. We'll then be able to regularly share similar amazing videos with you. Today, we're going to talk about why NLP is important to learn. I'll actually share what I have learned in my own NLP journey. So let's get started. This video will really try and cover the basics of NLP and make an attempt at effectively sharing with you what neuro-linguistic programming actually is, what it is, and why you should really learn it to truly transform your life. Not simply transform your life, but also help others effectively transform theirs. This video will also cover the advantages of learning NLP. Let's first logically understand the term NLP. Neuro is your mind or your nervous system. Linguistic is your language, and programming are your habits and behaviors. That's the basic gist of it. In other words, NLP is truly the study of how our mind and language influence our experiences, our reality, our behaviors. What we say and how we say them can actually influence our behaviors. This also simply includes our own self-talk. So NLP effectively examines what is happening externally in our life and how they are actually happening, and simply how we react and respond to these external events. Also, how it practically affects our behaviors. We're continuously being programmed by our life, our society, culture, and actually all events happening all around us. We will logically examine the language of our mind and explore what language we normally use. Here, language simply refers to both verbal and non-verbal. When we actually talk about language, we usually think about verbal language. However, non-verbals also play a really important part in programming of our minds. Non-verbals actually refers to our expressions or body languages and our physiological changes. With programming, it is certainly like computer programs. We really need to write specific programs to effectively get specific outcomes or outputs. It is truly similar with us. Our behaviors are the results of similar codes, and these codes are practically imprinted on our nervous system. Everything that is normally happening around us are recorded as codes. These codes then determine our behaviors. So actually, NLP simply teaches us how our behaviors are set in our minds. Not only this, but we will truly look at how we can also program our minds with the help of languages. We can effectively write new programs to our minds through languages. You can actually say using language to program our minds is what NLP does. This is what NLP is. This is slowly making more sense, right? We'll now work on clarity regarding how our behaviors are set. I'm sure you've heard of that elephant story. We all know that elephants are really mighty animals. But we also simply know that sometimes elephants are incapable of breaking away from that rope it is tied to. The rope seems very weak, but elephants cannot break it. So a mighty elephant cannot break a weak rope it is tied to. What is happening here? The elephant was tied with the similar rope when it was a really young baby. It tried to break the rope, but then it was simply too weak as it was just a baby. It tried and failed absolutely multiple times. With each failure, it effectively created a disempowering self-belief that it can never ever break that rope or chain that it is tied to. Elephant actually started believing that it is incapable of breaking that rope, or breaking that rope is impossible. This slowly becomes its self-belief and eventually the reality for that elephant. Ultimately, the elephant gives up even trying. We humans are really the same. This is how it actually works with us too. When we are young and due to circumstances we are made to believe that we cannot do it, then we simply can't. This belief is repeated in our minds, and then that slowly becomes our reality, our own individual reality. Especially when this happens when we are below 5 or 6 years old. When we are really young, our conscious mind is not completely ready. External information then can directly reach our subconscious mind and effectively form behaviors and beliefs very easily. It is actually easier to form beliefs and behaviors when we are that young. When these beliefs are disempowering, it can be devastating. These beliefs will drive our behaviors and can lead or cause various failures and setbacks in the future. Now, you effectively know how our beliefs and behaviors are programmed into our mind. Now, NLP simply helps us truly get rid of these disempowering beliefs and behaviors. How do we actually get rid of these and simply program better or more resourceful programs to transform our lives? This is how NLP practically helps us. Now, let us also talk a little bit about NLP's history. Richard Bandler and John Grinder are truly considered the founders of NLP. They're the two geniuses who literally started the whole thing. Richard Bandler was a computer programming expert. John Grinder was an expert in linguistics and an associate professor at the University of California. So these two individuals became good friends. These two actually decided to study 3 other individuals who were truly doing well in their career at that time. They decided to study Milton Erickson, Virginia Satir, and Fritz Bulls. Milton Erickson was actually a hypnotherapist. Erickson was an expert in hypnosis and massively used trance to good effect. He would take his clients to trance and effectively help them resolve their past issues. Milton Erickson was becoming quickly very popular in the world of hypnotherapy. Virginia Satir was also in the world of therapy. She was actually a family therapist. She was greatly effective in understanding emotions and pain of other people. She would then effectively resolve their issues through counseling. She was quickly becoming popular too. Fritz Bulls is another personality. He's really known as the founder of Gestalt therapy. This kind of therapy focuses on our responsibility of the self. So these 3 personalities were really popular at that time. Richard and John were actually fascinated by how they effectively instructed people. They simply wanted to know what kind of questions and instructions were given to their clients to get them to reveal their struggles and pains in front of them. John and Richard wanted to study the behaviors of these 3 experts, especially when they were with their clients. Now, they also wanted to really learn the behaviors of their clients as well. So Richard and John started studying the patterns of these 3 experts and their clients. Eventually, they came to the conclusion that if these 3 experts can really be effective with their clients, then ordinary people can also simply learn to help people around them. Richard and John accurately decided that others can also learn to follow the exact instructions and patterns to effectively obtain similar results. Eventually, in 1976, after enough research, they came up with a set of amazing tools and techniques and called this NLP, or Neuro-Linguistic Programming. NLP gave a lot of theories and principles to truly transform our lives, transform everyone's lives. One of the most important principles is principle of modeling. This simply implies that if someone can do it, anyone can actually learn to do it. You only need to follow the patterns and behaviors of those who are already successful in doing that exact thing that you want to do. So why do we necessarily have to learn NLP? Now, one major reason is that a lot of us are already implementing NLP tools and techniques anyway, although we may not be aware of it. And if used without awareness, you may not be getting the right results. By right, I mean you may not be getting the results you want. Now, learning NLP will really help us get the desired outcome we want from the techniques that we're already using anyway. It will help us improve the techniques and tools we're already using and empower our behaviors, habits, and empower our lives ultimately. NLP helps us program our minds so that we can truly get our goals effectively. NLP will simply program our mind in the direction that empowers us. This is why NLP is so important to learn. Learning how to program our minds towards our goals will truly help us achieve our goals effectively and on time. NLP is basically a great arsenal to have to help us with our personal growth to help us learn and to help us move forward in an effective way. NLP will effectively help us have control over our minds so that we can be a better person, improve our productivity, and create empowering perceptions of reality. NLP will also help you create the life you want. NLP gives you the tools to absolutely manage your emotions, as they can massively affect your life. Mastering our emotions can actually help us get the life we truly want. NLP can also help us create powerful beliefs, like with that elephant in that story. NLP can massively help us eliminate our disempowering belief system and really install resourceful ones, productive and resourceful beliefs that takes us to where we truly want to go. And once we become an expert in NLP, we will simply be able to empathize with others effectively, to understand their suffering through their perspective. This will also massively allow us to help others and possibly our society. So NLP actually has amazing benefits. It will empower our lives and ultimately help us overcome our limiting past experiences. This is what effectively creates a beautiful life. This is really why you need to learn NLP. So my promise to you guys is that I will regularly upload videos regarding NLP for you to learn. You subscribe to our channel, and every month I will upload some videos regarding NLP so that you can learn new tools and techniques. So this is it, friends. We're at the end of the session. If you have suggestions, drop us a line at info@coachmenepal.com. If you have feedback, do not hesitate to share them with us. We will be coming with more free sessions in the future, and some sessions that are not that free, because some of these sessions are awesome and needs a lot of work from us. Please like and subscribe to our channel, because we love you, we really do. And as you know, our goal is to reach and take these learnings to children and teachers in remote areas of Nepal who have no access to these kind of learnings, and of course at no cost at all. So we're targeting to reach 2 million children by the end of 2024. So your support in any way will go a long way. We also have a lot of awesome programs coming in the next few months. If you want to know the details of these programs, you can DM us or email us, or just keep following us on Facebook and YouTube, and we'll be announcing all of these programs on all of these platforms. Until then, stay safe, love yourself, love the people around you, be kind to them, because kindness is the answer. It's the answer to everything. And stay positive, not that way.